And we're back in Flagpedia Comic Studio once again, and this is the part 2 of taking a look at 50 states of America, but only vehicles and other kinds of stuff. So, as you'll be seeing around for multiple drafts, I absolutely already seeing anything around as well from A to Z. In the previous video, we already learned about the scripts around here for this one, and all the way from A to Z, all the way scrolling all the way down here for this one. Especially, I have already read it around here since that yesterday or even 2 days ago. So this time, we're gonna be taking a look at everything I already seen this in Flagpedia Comic Studio. So let's get around here, starting from here, and it goes around like anything but trains and other kinds of stuff. And however, let's gonna be taking a look a little bit more and more of other kinds like this. And pretty sure it will be taking a couple of minutes around here. Let's start all the way back here that it wasn't going to be look like that anyway. Starting from here. Here we go from A to Z that I just actually said that anyway. Let's start right here. Alabama. I put the rednecks around here for this one, but I don't put any rednecks over here. Just a pickup truck about a Dodge Ram 2500 over here. It could be an 8-foot long bed that I've already seen this from the internet. Alaska Railroad. I absolutely seen this. I put one of the state flags in one of them as well, and then I put cars like anything as well. Arizona. This is where that Lightning McQueen got lost and ended up at Radiator Springs to make his new home after he discovers Doc Hudson's secrets from his career or anywhere that I've already seen this from the movie. I've already seen this that I remember from this film called Pixar Cars, whenever what it is that I absolutely know that I have already seen this that I pretty remember though. Arkansas. All trains like these probably just exist around here because they were abandoned now. But exactly as these trains, like dark red magenta trains like these ones, and not even white Asian trains like this one. This is where the Californian cars look like in 2035. And this is what the environment has changed around here due to the government regulations that change or raising taxes like this one. But I'm probably pretty sure that thing or everything changed into electric powered vehicles and machines everywhere in the state of California, that they're using solar panels and windmills everywhere. Colorado. This is where the Dodge Viper looked like around here. It doesn't look like 2012. It's probably 2018 if I seen that one. That is a 2018 model year, and you have already seen this in 2012 Horizon Festival, starting right here in Colorado. And I cannot believe since October 2012, the game releases for the Forza Horizon that I definitely already heard that never remember. So that's why I have first saw in PD Evolution, and then FHRC Brownie have just take it. Connecticut, but even just trains. Even transportations like these ones, not a shoreline transportations like this one, whenever what it is, that mixes with Amtrak and other kinds of stuff, CT Rail. This is what I have start Ultimate Driving using a yellow or black Chevy Camaro, a 2014 model year, and it is where I got arrested and some other kinds of place if I left the game, of course. That was absolutely a bad news that I probably stuck in cell. I probably got stuck in the cell around here when I was back in 2020. Then, Florida is absolutely for the Palm lifestyle that I have driven in this game of Southwest Florida, but unfortunately, it goes on to the last update since early 2026. We're moving on to Georgia, and this is where the big cars are actually look like. I put a Lincoln MKT over here. I just put around here Dodge Ram, an EMD GP40, a NASCAR stock car like the Dodge Charger NASCAR sprint car, two locomotives from United States and Indonesia, two Tesla Model S's, a Dodge Viper, a GE Genesis 2014 Camaro model year, a 24 model year Chevy Camaro, a Lamborghini Aventador modified edition. Now, and that must be the Georgia look like around here. Only big cars, and it's safer for highways and other kinds of stuff. But I put that guy over here as the Big Mac from My Little Pony, whatever what it is. Hawaii. The vacations like home wasn't going to be look like this. It's probably for tourist attractions only, but even I put this Jeep from Hill Climb Racing between Almond Cookie and Latte Cookie on the side. They won't actually date enough around here for this one. This is what the Iowa trains look like, but certainly not. This train was from Australia, and one of the cargo trains like them as well too. It's also from Australia as well. Where you can see around here for the Illinois station over here, the Chicago Union Station, Illinois, where it's filled with past trains, and the Chicago International Station. I'm probably sure it must be the Chicago Union Station over here. Indiana, that must be Indy cars like this one, because this Indy car is going to be battling out with Ginganier from Turbo 2013. Iowa, semi-trucks like these have went into the world's largest truck stop. Kansas, I have seen like corn farming like one of these things as well, hauling stuff and making the economy for some oils and other kinds of stuff around here, like foods and other kinds of stuff. And even trains like Central Kansas City Southern, even though there absolutely still exist, or even though that the CPKC takes it, that even the merge since 2023, it's sad to see the trains like these, and never to be coming back around here someday, whatever what it is, or still eventually seeing someday whatever what it is. And well, there's Kentucky. There's big trucks like this planted in somewhere else inside of Kentucky around here. There are horse racings around here for this one, and the excursion trains like this one. Like, I have saw this on the internet. Louisiana. A boat and string gummy cookie. Even though there's GS4s and the F7 and the Berkshire locomotive, the Freightliner Cascadia, and a Kenworth W900. And these two trucks like Chevrolet Silverado 2500 from the 2013 model year or the 2014 model year, and the 2008 model year of the Ford F-250, the F40PH over here, and an old pickup truck like this. This is what the worst state look like around here, driving around swamps like anything around here for to do this. It's absolutely the worst state ever that I'm probably going to be moving on to the next one. Maine. I put a British locomotive over here from the diecast trains like these ones. And there's Maryland. I put a train over here from this one, but I'm not pretty sure that Mark trains have already still exist around here. But I put two cars like Buick LaCrosse and Mercury Marauder, or the Grand Marquis. Even that was for someday as well, from Big Bill Hills. There aren't like the part of it or somewhere else for someday. Even that they are bankrupt for a swearing activities like this one. There's Massachusetts for the purple trains like this one. It goes on to the Dream Express from Cookie Run Kingdom, and I put 2 villagers on that way. Michigan. They have made the cars like these since 12 years ago. That must be for today's models that they build like this. It's probably from 12 years ago anyways. Minnesota. Building constructions in polluted cities like this one. And well, it was the land of rainfall, and the North Star trains have completely bankrupt. That changed everything on its size. That unfortunately, that the North Star commuter rails does no longer exist around here for today anyways. If you know if that still exists, let me know whenever that isn't going to be somewhere else. Mississippi, that where the Music City does not exist after Great Depression. It was between for one of the locomotives like this. There's Rubble's Bulldozer over here from Paw Patrol. And there's Jesse from Minecraft Story Mode. And even there must be Mint Choco Cookie right next to a locomotive behind. And there is Missouri. And you absolutely rail fan this train over here from years ago, but I don't really think that there's no footage around here that you see around here for this one. So this is where the Montana locomotive look like around here for someday as well. I've already seen this from the internet and like a kids show around here on the episode of Play Safe from somewhere else back in the 1930s. This is where the home of the Union Pacific locomotives look like. The home of the Union Pacific Railroad looked like around here. And some are that established in Nebraska of the Great Plains like here. Next we're moving on for some even a little bit gritty as well. This is where the Las Vegas look like around here. Even for gritty cars like the Bugatti Veyron. And even though as well Luis Lopez around here as well. The GE locomotives like the Gevos, 2 Gevo locomotives like them as well, is the ES44AC and other kinds of locomotives like these. And well, this is where you live in Las Vegas around here in the state of Nevada. New Hampshire, we go camping or probably not somewhere around as well. Even though this is a bus from Equestria Girls. New Jersey. This is absolutely an EMD F40PH from somewhere else around here. The Amtrak F40PH pulling AM fleets all over its place. And I didn't put NJ Transit trains over here. New Mexico. This is where what Breaking Bad and Half-Life look like around here. That I put Heinz Burger over here. The guy around here is even Walter. I know that was gonna be a little bit funny over here. New York. This is what the New York trains look like around here backing from years ago, and probably this is a subway train from today. This is where that Lightning McQueen have did a 3-way tie between Chick and King. And well, it's eventually that I've already seen this at the start of the film, that I've always remember seeing this. North Dakota, where you see for one of the trains like this one, that probably doesn't exist around here before that freight trains move a little bit for around here for diesels. In Ohio, where you could see is immigrant vehicles everywhere, and I don't like it around here that I've already seen this. Home of the Storm Chasers in Oklahoma. It was probably looked like around here, but it didn't have anything around here, so I used her pet from Astronaut Cookie. I have already seen the RV as the Fleetwood Bounder right beside with Gordon Freeman. There's an old J3A locomotive that we didn't see that earlier, a subway train, a Chevy SS, the Polar Express locomotive, and one of the cars like this one, the L300 Delica, the Mitsubishi Delica, the Hino 500 series, and the Isuzu pickup or some sort of like the box truck or something as well. The L for Granddaddy over here, or even this one. I didn't know what is going on. And there is a Lada 2105, and right next into a Toyota Prius. And that must be a Chevrolet Silverado 2500 hauling with the astronaut Cookie's pet. And well, let's move on to the next one. The Oregon, home of the darkened mysteries around here. This is where that Rippy and Mabel have just went to the Mystery Shack someday. And well, I put a J4500 bus over here from MCI. This is the MCI J4500 look like around here, whatever what it is that I've already seen this a while ago. Since 2024, I have already seen one of the buses like this, and it's absolutely look like good, featuring for a 56 passenger and features a tag axle on the rear. And well, there must be Pennsylvania, and this is the PRR GG1. Could be even look like this one, whatever what it is. It wasn't gonna be look like the EMD, and I'm not pretty sure that the GG1 is absolutely look like this. And even though it's actually look like the US train, Rhode Island trains look like. I put an Amtrak AEM7 or the GER, something like this. The EMD AEM7 is probably pulling like the trains like this one. It's definitely retired around here from years ago, or even exactly 10 years ago for now. South Carolina. These cars still big cars or mid-sized cars only for the full size, like anything as well. Even for that, for the BMW X3 or something like anything around here to do this. South Dakota, that must be for the Duchess of the Hamilton, look like around here, but this is the Celestia locomotive. And I cannot believe that wasn't look like this anyway. Tennessee, homeland of the music making and the music manufacturing like this one. And where you can see the Tennessee Excursion or like anything around here. That must be the Tennessee Excursion look like around here. Not even from Pennsylvania Railroad for this one. And the Ford F450 look like this one. The Ford F350 look like that one from 2008. Even for the model year like this one. This is what the Texas look like. Big cars everywhere. Look like a wild style around here as well. And you can see the cowboy from Equestria Girls. Next is Utah, the home of land speeders like the Hennessy Venom, or even many more land speeders like this one. Even the Stalker as well from Hill Climb Racing too. It was most used for a certain fastest cars like the Koenigseggs and anything like the SSC Tuatara going 230 miles an hour. 300 miles an hour could be the important idea to go for the another world by teleporting into something else. Because of the acceleron's law, could be even more ridiculous as well. This is the Utah flag from many years ago, and this is the Utah flag for today. This is actually like the flag look like around here for today look like. And there goes Virginia. I mean, it must be Vermont. And that also big cars and mid-sized cars only. And actually, it must be a Chevrolet Traverse. And probably, this is where my Diddy got their car around here to do this, to look like, even though. Virginia. This is where you can go camping around anywhere as well, but this is the land of wilderness. You can ride or drive throughout the Blue Ridge Mountains or something around here. I've already seen the internet a while ago, and I have definitely seen this anyway as well. This is where Jack Ultramotive grew up for his dream car, and like anything else around here, he eventually always using a Nissan R32 GTR Skyline. And well, it never ended around here as well for long. And West Virginia, but I'm not pretty sure that wasn't going to be look like that anyway. So the West Virginia flag looked like this, but that wasn't going to be a little bit good news around here. I put a GMC Acadia for a 2015 model year and a 2007 Ford Expedition right there. And West Virginia could be where that you're going to have fun for camping, for probably look like anywhere like this. So this is where you have fun at camping, and I did absolutely a mistake. We actually gotta be trying to check something around here, and there is no problem. And well, that's already gonna be around here as well. There is Wisconsin, and you could absolutely see Greenville like anything else, like you're gonna be driving throughout anywhere as well for the Midwest. And this is where you drive a Toyota Sienna, which does no longer exist in Southwest Florida and Greenville. I don't really think that feels me sad. It feels sad to see the Toyota Sienna look like this one anyway. And even though I use a little bit of the unreliable vehicles like them as well. And Wyoming, which is absolutely probably a dangerous state around here that I've never seen this before. And the Union Pacific Big Boy rolling out from anything around here to do this. But this is not the Big Boy. It's a Union Pacific Challenger that never to be seen again around here in the next few years. And well, I got another missing around here for to do this. That the Washington DC flag was still missing around here, that we never seen that Washington DC flag, that we never absolutely got to see this, which is totally a bad news around here for this one. I put a Chevrolet Tahoe for a 2015 model year and a president around here from Canada or United States that I put on top of it. And so that was the entire 50 states of American, like anything about for the flags, but it's kinds of vehicles like buses, trucks, and vehicles and other kinds of stuff. And definitely that will be the end of this video. Part 2 out of 2 is completed, and the link is going to be in the description below of this site over here, including the main website of this free website. And throughout that says around anything around as well. That's everything for today, and we'll see you next time in another video around here. Thank you for watching around here for this viewers, and I'll talk to you mini lads and Comic Studio users all later. And this is TC is in the flesh is signing off.